Hello guys, even if you don't know anything about video editing, by the end of this video, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be on a very good and a very fast lane of actually making and editing videos of your own. I'm also going to give you a website that you can check for visuals that you might need to actually produce your videos, as I'm going to teach you in this video. So now this is my Premiere Pro here. So immediately you open your application, your Premiere Pro application. This is what you're going to see. Do you want to create a new project, or if you worked on some projects before, it's going to bring you here. It's going to list the projects you worked on recently. This is open 40 minutes ago. So now for you as a newbie, I'm sure you're going to go for a new project. Then you have to give your project a name. What name do you want to give your project? I want to give it a tutorial name. This video is going to be named tutorial, and then click OK. Now it's going to load this for you. So this is what you're going to get if this is the first time you are opening your application. So let me explain some basic things for you. On this one, these are just some tutorials that you might want to browse, that you might want to check the basic, but you might close it, because I'm going to cover most of these things in this video. So close this. Yes, so this is what you have. So these are the interface. This is the interface of Premiere Pro. This is where you'll be doing everything that you want to do. First, let me take you to what we have up here, because when I first started, sometimes I might mistakenly click this thing and then my file might change, and then I will have to close it again and then look for how did I get here. So these are just like a playing field with different interface. If I click learning, you see this thing changes. If I click assembly, this thing changes. If I click editing, this thing changes. If I click color, it changes. If I click effect, it changes. They're just different interface that they give you options as to, okay, which interface do you feel more convenient working on. If you feel more convenient working with effects, maybe what you are doing is mostly effects, and then you need to see some external things, because most of the features on this thing cannot be contained in a single window. So maybe what you are doing is effects, and then you need some extra features that you want, and then this interface seems more easy and handy to you. This is what you can go for effects. But me, I go, this is the other style. This is the default one, editing, and I think I prefer the default one. Some people actually use assembly as well. Assembly too is very, very cool, but I actually prefer the editing, and I think you're going to like the editing too. So I prefer the editing, so I choose the editing interface. So now let me explain what we have here for you. This is our program monitor. That is everything we'll be doing in this video, in our video editing. This is where we are going to be seeing it. This is like our height, like our monitor. These are the tools that we have. This is like a workshop, and this is like the tools that we have. So you bring things inside of this place, and then you do whatever. You apply effects, you apply transition, you apply whatever it is that you want to apply. This inside this place that you're going to apply whatever effects you're applying. And these are the tools that we have. We have it, the track select forward tool, the ripple edit tool, the blade tool, the razor tool, which you'll be using very well, and then skip tool, pen tool, and tool, and then type tool. So, and then we have our project tutorial here. If you want to edit a video, that means you must have some videos. We call them rushes that you want to actually edit. Or sometimes maybe when you want to edit a video, like what I'm going to do here, I'm going to give like a motivational talk video. I'm going to give a background music, and I'm going to give a visual, and then I'm going to give a audio. And then I've actually recorded the audio. And some of you, maybe like me, you might not actually want to show your face, but you want to show descriptions of what you are saying. So you just have to bring all the documents that you want to work on, that you want to mix together. You're going to bring it here to your project here, and then from here you can then drag it to the timeline. We call this the timeline. And then if you apply any effect, you can control the effects here. Secondarily, you can control the effects that you apply here. You can control them here. Of course, we will still get there. You see very soon. So I think this, let me just undock this. I don't need this. Close panel, libraries, I don't need it. Info, I don't need it. These effects, you will need it. These are your effects. These are the effects that these are preset effects. They are presets. You can apply it to your video. These are audio effects. We have different kind of effects you can apply to your audio. We have audio transition or crossfade. Most time the audio transition, there's not much transition you can put to your audio. We just have these three major ones. We will use one of them very soon. And then you have your video effects, maybe adjust, blur, channel, color correction, distort, and whatever it is that you want. And then we have a video transition as well. So we'll be using some of them as we progress in this tutorial. So now let's continue. So now these are project tutorial, these are effects, these are the major things you need there. You can just close this one, close this as well, or close this as well. So let's just leave it at these two for now. So now this is where we are. This is the audio clip mixer, but you might not really still need that for now, but I will still actually explain some things on it as we progress. So now we want to bring our file inside. So there are two major ways you can bring your file inside this Premiere Pro. You can drag it in here, or drag it in here. That's one way. Or you can import. If you import, it's going to automatically be here if you import. But if you want to bring your file in, if you click on this effect and you want to drag it here, these are the files that I need, and you want to drag it here, it wouldn't drop. You see this red sign, it won't drop. It's because I'm clicking on effect and the file cannot come to effect. But if I come to this tutorial and I click on it, and then I come back here and then I drag this, you see I have copy, and then I can put it there, and then yes, I have it. And then you can go to file, import, click on import, and then it's going to load your file manager, and then go to the whichever files you want to use. Tutorial, this is the audio I want to use, bring it here. Yes, you have the audio there. And then but the one I prefer the most is actually to drag. So let me just drag this that I need this, and then I need this as well. So now I've dragged all the things, all the documents that I want to mix together. I drag them here onto my project tutorial. So now the first thing that I will now need to do is to bring them in. What I now need to do is to bring them into my timeline, and then do the editing that I want to do, and then export them. So but now one thing you need to also do first is to actually give a sequence. When talking about a sequence, you might have seen some videos that maybe when you're looking at the video is just like a square inside of a television, and then there are blank spaces up, blank spaces here, blank spaces here, blank spaces here. It's actually because the resolution of video is not as high enough. So you have to set a resolution for your video. What do I mean by a resolution for your video? What I mean here is that you have to set, okay, is it a standard video or a non-standard video? But with the one that is most standard is 1920 by 1080. So you can just come here and set your sequence, no, come here, file, new, and then sequence. And then these are a lot of different settings here, but I wouldn't want to bore you with them. So one thing you can actually do to set your sequence as well, instead of going here and setting your sequence, is to actually bring in a video onto this timeline. If you bring a video onto this timeline, it will use that video to automatically create a sequence for you. It will use the video, whichever video you bought it, to automatically create a sequence for you. But if you now bring a video like the video that I said earlier, that maybe you have seen some video that has blank spaces, or blank spaces like right way, down way, and then left way. If you bring it into this timeline, that means you are going to have that exact same video as having blank spaces when you play it on a higher resolution, maybe television, or on a computer laptop that has a bigger screen. But if you use a video that's 1920 by 1080, no matter whichever screen that it is being played on, you will have a very good display. There wouldn't be any blank spaces. That's what we call full HD. Full HD is 1920 by 1080. Of course, now we have 4K, 8K, and other type of stuff. But 1920 by 1080 is still actually very okay. That's what many people use now to do their video editing. So now what you have to do to create a sequence, it's very important to create the right sequence. You don't want, for example, if you bring a video that's actually that is landscape here, without creating your sequence, it will actually give you a sequence, a landscape sequence. And if you bring a portrait sequence here, a portrait video here, as at the first time, it will give you a portrait sequence as well. So you want to be sure of the video that you are going to bring here. You have to bring a very good video that has a standard 1920 by 1080. That's the video you want to bring. And where can you get videos like that? Of course, I will show you very soon. I have downloaded some on my system, and then I'm going to bring them onto my timeline right now. So I'm bringing it here right now. You see, it uses this video, the resolution of this video, to create my sequence. That's what I have here. It uses the resolution of this video to create my sequence. But if I had bought a video that's very small, that's not as big as this, like 1080, 1020, 1920, 1080, this thing would not have been as big as this as well. It would have actually just be a direct resolution of the video that I bought in. So you just want to be sure of the video you are bringing in to create your sequence. So this one would have actually turned into two. You see, we have it in one here and we have another one up here. One is now a sequence. This one is a sequence, and this is the video itself. If I delete this one now, you see that this sequence will go as well. You see, it has gone, but I still have my video. But if I drag it in again, it will use the video to create a sequence again, and then I can work. But don't mistakenly delete that sequence. If you delete it, all your work will be gone. So you shouldn't delete. You should be careful about that. So let me drag it in again. Yeah, so I have it here again. So now let me now explain. I have one video here that I'm going to use, but what do I want to do? I'm giving a motivational talk. That's what I want to do. So what I have that is my own is my audio. So I'll drag my audio in. So this is my message. Let me play a little bit of it for you.
The journey of a man begins from when he is young.
So I have to use videos that actually portray what I'm saying. I have to use them here. So I will show you, as I've said earlier, where you can get videos that can match your project, even if you're advertising for your business or whatever it is that you are doing. We have many free sites that you can use free copyright video, because we use videos that are not like that. You are not free. That's not free. You might actually be fined for using that. So I will show you a website you can at the end of the video where you can get free non-copyright video. So yes, this is my message here right now. So what I have to do now is just to actually put visuals to match the extent of this video. That is as long. Use visual that's as long as this video, because this video that we see here is not as long. You see, this one is there, but as it's not here, I have a blank visual. So now let me explain some things on this timeline. On this timeline for you, we have V1, V2, V3, A1, A2, A3. This audio 3, audio 2, and audio 1, video 1, video 2, and video 3. Of course, you can still create more channels for video 4, video 5, video 6, video 7, audio 10, audio 9, whatever you want. But it will actually, my screen is not big enough, and your screen might not also be big enough. So you might just need to, and it's even when you are working on a very advanced project that you will need more than these 3 channels that is already automatically provided by default for you. So here I have video 1, video 2, and video 3. That means everything I'm bringing to this timeline, I have my audios here, I have my videos here. Video can only be on video, and audio can only be on audio channel. This is the video right now. If I bring it here, you see it's not showing. It's not showing at all. It's giving me that no sign. But if I drag it here, you see it's showing here, because this is the channel for video. So the same thing with you. If you are bringing a video to the audio channel, it wouldn't stay. So now this is the audio again. If I bring this audio here to the video channel, it wouldn't show. But if I bring it down here, of course, it will actually be there. So how do I bring it here? I just click on it and then drag it, and I did not release it until I'm satisfied with where it is. So that is how I have it. And then if you click M here means mute. You can mute this one, and this one will play. I've muted my message right now. You see that it's only the background sound that will play now. I paused it. So if I can unmute it again, you now start hearing my voice again.
Every time. Oh, you need it.
Yeah, so that is it. So don't mute your video, and then you can also blind the video. If you blind it, you see you didn't see it again. You blind this channel. But if I drag this one to another channel, which is video 2, you see I'm seeing it again, because I only blended this video 1, and this is not on video 1, this is on video 2. So video 2 is not blended, so that's why I can see it. But if I blend it as well, and then I now drag this one to video 3, I cannot see this one, because this on video 2 and video 2 is blinded. If I bring it to video 1 is also blinded. But if I go to video 3 is not blinded, so I can see it. So let me drag it down again, and then let me unblind video 2 and unblind video 1, and then you'll be able to see it again. So that is it. So don't blind your video. Don't blind it when you want to export, because if you blind it, you have a blind video as well. So now let's go into a little bit of editing, and let's edit this video that we have here. So I have here what you'll be doing majorly when you are doing your video editing is to cut and join, cutting, joining, and transition, and then how to end your video smoothly. Those are the major things that we are going to be doing. So now let's start. This is my main message. Everything that comes along, I just try to give beauty and portrait description to this message, and I must also make this message as well. I must make it perfect. So I must cut where if you say maybe okay, this video is, oh sorry, I said oh sorry somewhere intentionally, so I will have to cut that oh sorry, I will have to cut it. You just have to make a perfect cutting, perfect joining. So if you, when you're working with your video, these two shortcuts that you might be using very well is actually, you have to pick the razor blade here, this cut, it will give you a cut, so you can cut anywhere here. You can cut, maybe you made a mistake, you can cut. So yeah, but if you have to continue, now want for you to continue, you have to release the cut, and then click on it again, and then drag it wherever you want, maybe after you've cut your video. So but there are three shortcut keys that I just want to give you. If you press key C on your keyboard, it's going to give you the cut, and then if you press V, it's going to release it. Yeah, and if you press space is going to play your video. The space can be pause and play. So we have space as pause and play, we have C as cut, and we have V as release the cut. So those are the major things that you will actually be needing. Those are the but other things you can actually do it in effect. Those are the major things you'll be needing. So now let me go to my video.
The journey of a,
you see, one thing here is that my video did not start immediately. I have to make my sure that if I'm making a perfect video, why should my video not start immediately? It doesn't start immediately. Let me mute this one so that I can have my audio, my main message first, so that this won't actually disturb me. So let me play it now.
The journey of a,
you see, I didn't start immediately, and I even said D. So what happens now? I will have to cut. You have to do everything one by one. First and foremost, I think what you need to do first is to actually work on your audio message. If you are doing what I'm doing, to work on the message you want to pass out there, and then later on you can work on the video. Maybe you might want to work on your video first, and you later work on your audio. But you just have to do this one by one to have it perfect. So I'm not, because what I'm saying here right now is not portraying what this man is doing. What I'm saying is actually here. What is portraying what I'm saying is here. I'm talking about the journey, and these people are working. But this is what is here right now in the journey.
The journey of a man.
You see, this doesn't align. It is this that actually make a perfect description of what I'm saying. So this one we have to be here. But because so that you won't be confused, you just have to take it one after the other. I want to work on my audio first, and later on I will come back to the video part. But on my audio part, it doesn't start immediately, and I also say D. So I want to make it perfect. I want to cut it.
The journey of a,
yeah, so there's no special skill in cutting. What you just need is just two things whenever you want to cut that you'll be needing. Just listen to it very well, listen at the pace at which you speak, and then note where you are supposed to pause it, just to be at alert at where you're supposed to pause, at where you're supposed to play it, and then you'll be able to do it. And then sometimes when you want to do this, you might want to extend, like zoom in on this. If you want to zoom in, this is how to do it. You just drag this zoom out. You see, it's dragging it, that this zoom out, this zoom out, this zoom out. So I have it very small here, this zoom out. But so you see, this is the essence of it. You can't really do much on this because it's actually zoomed high. It's actually zoomed out totally. So you might not have a special cut, a perfect cut. You may not. So things will not be perfect. So you have to zoom it in for you to be able to note all those small things that you have to do. So I'm zooming it in again. Yeah, I've zoomed it in, but I think that's too much. So I think this one is perfect for me. So let me play again.
The journey of it.
You see, I'm noting where I'm supposed to pause it now and then cut. Yeah, this way I'm supposed to cut it. And then what am I going to do? I'm just supposed to hit the key C on my keyboard, and it's going to give me the result too. And then I cut it, and then I'm not cutting again. I just have to release. I have to select this one and then delete it. So I release it by pressing the key V, and then it's released. And then I can click on this and then delete, So if you actually play it here, if you start playing a video again, so you see that I have a blank audio. But I don't want to have a blank audio in my video, because if you export this folder, if you export this file right now, everything here will be exported. Everything on this timeline will be exported. So that's one thing you should note as well. For example, I have 3 minutes 44 seconds on this timeline. If I export it, this thing is going to play. This blue line, this is what is reading This is how your time will be reading. Whatever is, we have 00000 now. If you export your file, everything that this blue line reads will be everything that will be exported as well. You can see it will read to this place and then stop. That means your video will also play to this place and stop. But if you now make a mistake that your timeline is not clean enough, that you have a video here and then you have blank space here, and then it will also still read blank. It will also still read blank here, and then here read this one as well, and then stop. So you have a 4 minutes 53 seconds 8 milliseconds video, and then from here, from this 4 minutes 53 seconds to this 4 minutes, from this 3 minutes 50 seconds that we see here, 3 minutes 44 seconds that we see here, to this 4 minutes 31 seconds that we see here, it will be blank. Nothing is there. That was a mistake. And then from here, which is 50 seconds till 3 minutes 42 seconds 44 seconds that we have here, there is no visuals. So that's how your video will do. So you have to make sure that you have a perfect video for everything, that you have a perfect video. Let me drag it back. So you have to make sure that you have a perfect video. So you have to make sure that you have a perfect video. So I'm dragging back my audio. You have to make sure that your video, everything starts from the beginning here, from this edge, from this black. This is 000, this 000 timeline. So you have to make sure that everything starts from here. So now let's continue my video, and my video is now starting from the beginning. I don't have I don't have a silent space before my video, and I don't have the D again. I've cut the silence and I've cut the skipping. Where I skip, I said D. I've cut that one too. So now my video starts immediately. So let's see what we have.
The journey of a man begins from when he is young. Video editing is a very basic skill. You need it as an entrepreneur every time. Oh, you need it as an
You see, something happened there. I said, oh, sorry. I said, you need it as an entrepreneur. Oh, sorry. Maybe I made a mistake, and I say it again. You need it. So what I will have to delete is that I will have to delete the first you need it that I said, and then the oh, sorry that I said. I will have to delete that one too. So how am I going to do this? I just have to go back here on my timeline and then check my pace of speech, and then how to cut it.
Every time. Oh, you need it as an entrepreneur.
I didn't go further back enough, so let me come here.
As an entrepreneur.
So that's the last statement I said before I make those mistakes. I still drag it back.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, so that is it. So for you, this is the time. This is on exactly where I must cut. This blue line is there. This is exactly where I must cut, because if you cut somewhere else, that means you may have cut another sand alongside it. So let me give you one hint. So if you bring your blade here, you see this thing is actually showing one white line. That is, you are making a perfect cut on the exact blue line that your video is currently on. You know, you should actually follow this blue line whenever you want to cut. This is one thing you should follow always. Whenever you want to cut, just follow it very well, and then whenever it's time to cut, just make sure you hit pause at exactly that spot. And then when you bring your blue line, make sure you only cut when you see this white line showing you that, oh, this is a perfect cut, you are on that blue line. But if you cut it here, you know, it's not showing me that blue line. It's not showing me. That means I'm cutting somewhere else. And if I cut somewhere else, that means I've cut another part that I don't want to be cut. So, but if I come here, it's showing me this white line. So that's the perfect cut. So I cut it like that, and then I release my two, and then, oh, sorry, I actually cut the video. So you should also be taking note of it. I actually cut the video, not the audio. So I'm working with the audio, and I mistakenly cut the video. So what I want to cut is the audio, not the video. So what I will just do in this case is just to press Ctrl Z and Ctrl Z. No, Ctrl Z. I actually press Ctrl Z twice, and whereas it actually undo what I did before too. So what I just have to do here is press Ctrl Shift and Z. You see, it has dragged this back. What it did is actually it dragged the video that I've already dragged back. It dragged it forward again. So I want to press redo here. So now I want to note where I'm supposed to cut again. If you look at this video right now, I made a mistake here I said you need it as an entrepreneur, and I said, oh, maybe I realized I made a mistake, so I have to go back to where I've made that mistake and then drag this thing back and then play it to note where I made the mistake and then correct it.
Very basic skill.
So this is where I made the mistake. This is where I made the mistake, and then I will cut it here. I wait till I see the blue line, cut it, and then play it.
You need it as an entrepreneur every time. Oh,
yeah, that is it. So let me cut this again. I saw the blue line and then I cut.
You need it as an entrepreneur every time, any day.
Yeah, so let me cut. That's the end of my message. I don't want it to linger long, so let me just cut the that's where I think I stopped recording, so it lingers only a little bit. So let me just delete it, and then this way I made a mistake too, I will delete it, and then that means I will have a blank here. But to correct that, I just have to drag this back and then look something very well. Now it give me a arrow to the left, that is, this is a perfect join, and then I will release it. If it doesn't give me this arrow, that means I'm using this to cover another part of the previous audio. So I want to release this exactly where I have this white arrow pointing to the left, so I release it here. So now I have my audio file ready, so let me play it. There's no mistake here anymore.
The journey of a man begins from when he is young. Video editing is a very basic skill. You need it as an entrepreneur every time, any day.
So that is it. That's my message. So all this one is too long. That means my video will keep on playing because I still have this blue line reading. It will keep on playing, and that is excess. I don't need it. So I will actually reduce this whenever I have the time. You see, we are taking it one by one. I just finished working on the audio. So this is the video that I think works with the journey of a man that I was talking about. So what I'll just do is just drag this one back and then drag this one forward, and then we have it.
The journey of a man begins from when he is young. Video editing is a very basic skill. You need it as an entrepreneur.
So we're saying as an entrepreneur here, and these ones are still working. So I might just have to release this one or cut. I can cut it, or instead of cutting, I might come here. You see this, I can actually reduce it. Yeah, I can bring it here. You see, this actually gave me that, oh, we are stopping it on this blue line, because this blue line is what we use to actually note a specific place on our video that we want to stop something, or we want to cause, or whatever it is that we are actually currently on. It's actually signified with a particular time frame on our video. So always work with it. So if I release it here, it will stop on that this exact blue line. So what I need now is to drag this one in. This man looks like an entrepreneur, so it's the one representing the entrepreneur part that I was talking about.
As an entrepreneur.
So I think I still have to drag it in a little bit. Yes.
You need it as an entrepreneur.
So I think I just have to drag this one too. So this the end of my video. That's the end of my audio. So it shows me that, oh, this video that you are dragging back, it has met at a particular point with a cutting point on your audio by showing me this white line again. This white line, this one. Yeah, so if I release it, it's going to be aligned, totally aligned. That is, this video one and audio one will stop exactly at the same place. So that's why the arrow is showing me just like this. You see that white arrow? Yes. And that's what you should look forward to as well. So let's play our video again.
The journey of a man begins from when he is young. Video editing is a very basic skill. You need it as an entrepreneur every time, any day. So
you see, our video still continues playing, but simply because I have this other audio, but it's not talking because I muted it. If I release it now, you will be hearing what it's saying. Let me unmute it now. So I pause this. So let me start from the beginning. I've unmuted it, so it will talk now.
The journey of a man begins from when he is young. Video editing is a very basic skill. You need it as an entrepreneur every time, any day.
So that is it. So but this audio is too long, so I might just have to zoom out, yeah, to find the end of it and just drag it back. You see, I'm seeing this white line again. It's telling me that this is actually stopping at the same point of the audio one and video one that I have, and that is where I want it to stop, because you want all your things to stop immediately. Or maybe you might want your audio to linger on a little bit, then you can drag it forward. You didn't see you are now seeing the arrow on the blue line and not on this other file that you have again. So depending on what you want, but I personally want everything to be on the same spot. So that is what we have on that. So now let's go to some, let me now zoom in again. Let me zoom in on it again and apply some effects. So we come to our effect panel here, and then let's come to our effects control. This audio mixer. So let me tell you something on this audio mixer here. As I'm playing this,
The journey of a
you see, because I have two audio, so it's showing me that this audio 1 and this audio 2, this audio 1 and this audio 2. So you might want to reduce the volume of the audio 2, so you can drag it down here, reduce the volume of the audio 2, because you don't want the audio 2 to be contesting with the audio 1, because audio 1 is your message. So you should drag this one down a little bit. You might leave this on as it is. So if you go back now, you see that the audio 2 would have been reduced. It won't be contesting with the audio 1 again.
The journey of a man begins from when he is young. Video editing is a very basic skill.
So that is it for that. So now let's apply some effects. We can apply when our video is not actually very okay. We can apply some video effects, but on this website I'm going to tell you that you should actually go and check out some videos. The videos are very, very okay and perfect, except you want to do some other additional modifications, but you don't necessarily need to touch all those videos and adjust it, except you want to apply some additional modifications. As I said, maybe you want to blur some part. But so what we'll be explaining here is just video transition, how to transit from one video to the other. So we have this video, and our video is going without much effect. So we want to apply some effects, and we want to apply majorly video transition. When we're talking about transition means you are transiting from one thing to the other. So I want a transition here. I want another transition here, like an effect here, an effect here, an effect here. So what should I do? I can go to my video transition and pick up a transition. This is how you apply transition. You can go to dissolve, deep to white. Let's deep to white, and then bring one here. If you put it here in audio, it wouldn't work, because it's video transition, not audio transition. If you bring it now to the audio, you see that you are seeing it here, and then you can leave it and apply it. So if you are here and you play it, you see that the screen will dip to white before transiting to the other footage here of an entrepreneur that we have here.
You need it.
You see, that's what we're talking about. Maybe I want that white to be here again. We're talking about transition here. It's transiting from one to the other. So how do you apply it here? You just have to make a cut here, and then cut here as well. But if you didn't make that cut, you will not be able to apply it, because it's just one video. So you are not transiting from anything to another thing. So you can play around with this one and apply whatever it is that you want. This wipe, you can drag this one here. Let's see how it works.
Begins from
This wipe doesn't work here. You can go for another one.
begins.
No, that one doesn't work as well. It's not that it's not working well. It's not really showing what we want. But there are many transitions you can use that will show you what you want. Maybe you want a slide. Let's go for a slide here. Let's use it to replace this one.
Man begins from
You see, that's what we have. But this slide is actually most appropriate when you have two different videos. This one sliding and still we have the same video. It's not actually suitable.
begins from.
So we want to use a slide that is suitable. Let's go for 3D motion. So you just need to apply slide on different videos. I just used two main video here. The appropriate transition I can use when it's still the same video is just to use deep to white or deep to black or whatever it is that I want to use. So let me just go back to deep to transition, and then go to dissolve, and then go to deep to black. Most appropriate one when you are transitioning from the same video is to use deep to white or deep to black, as we have deep to black here.
begin
black here,
from
and then we can have another one here. Maybe if you use flip over, I'm just using this one, they are not appropriate on the same video. Let's
is young.
you see
Video
it's still the same video, so you have to transit as the name suggests, video transition. You have to transit from one video to the other. But if you still want to apply that, most people use that deep to white, maybe when they are explaining points on, maybe you are doing advert for your business and you are using the same video, but you want to transit from one point to the other. Instead of using those advanced feature, you can just use a simple deep to white. So like this, deep to white,
is young.
you see
Video
it's actually
editing
appropriate.
is a
But now
very
let me use another one for this one. Let me use this film dissolve. You see how it's going to dissolve.
basic skill. You need it
You
as
see
an
that's how it
entrepreneur.
goes. It dissolves into the second video.
You need it as an entrepreneur.
So that is it for applying effects. You can use different effects that you have here depending on whatever it is that you want to achieve. Your audio effects, audio transition, video effects, video transition, whatever it is that you want to achieve. If it's video effect that you want to do, maybe you want to blur something, or maybe you want to blur, you can put it. You want to this blur. Maybe you want to use the camera blur. If you put it on this video right here, you see it's blurred. So but I don't need it here, so let me just go to effect control or press Ctrl Z, go to effect control. Then you see whatever as I said earlier when I just started the video, that whenever you apply any effect here, you will see the extended function of that effect here. So this is the percentage of the blur. You can reduce it here to 5 to 2, and you can increase it as well, but I don't need any blur there, so let me just delete it. I click delete, so I don't have a blur there. So that is this video is what we have right now, and I think we've reduced the audio, not to contest with this audio one, which is our main message. We put the video that we want, which is actually appropriate for what I'm saying as a description. So now where do I get this video? Where I get this, you can just go to Google Chrome and then go to pexel.com. Go to pexel, go to pexels.com and click enter, and then you can look for whatever video you want. You can go for motivation, and then it's going to load a lot of videos for you. Go to videos, and then this video we have here, you can download it. You can come to whatever I want. This 1920 1080, which is the original that I was talking about to you. 1920 1080 is the full HD that I was saying that if you download this one, it's a very good video for you to actually create your sequence. You have to drag it first onto the timeline to create your sequence, and even after using it to create your sequence, you don't necessarily have to use it. You can delete the video, you can delete it after on. You know, when you create your sequence becomes two. If I come to a project here, when I use this video to create my sequence, it becomes two. No, this video to create my sequence, it becomes two. So you can delete the one that is the video, but don't delete the sequence. The one that is the sequence, you will see this sign. On the one you used to create the sequence, you see this sign, so you shouldn't delete that one. If you delete that one, it's going to delete everything that is here, including this sequence that you created, because it is this one that created the sequence. So what you just need to do, you can download that video and bring it here to create your sequence, and then when you bring it here, you can download the video. You can delete the video from here, but not from here. If you delete it from here, you will still have your sequence. So you can come here and download your video 1920 1080 or maybe HD 1280 720, which is not actually perfect. Then when you download it, you can use it. You say it's free to use, you can use it freely. You can download any video you want for any description you want. There are different type of things, you can different type of videos to actually match your message that you want to put out there. So that's where to get your videos. So now let me just put an audio transition, because sometimes you want the video to fade out. So how do we do that? Just come to audio transition, audio transition, crossfade, and then exponential fade, and then you put it on your background, not on your message, because maybe then the end part of your message will not be heard. So you have to put it on your background music. So if you look at it here, you see how it's going to fade out.
Every time, any day.
You see, that's what we have. So the video stop here, everything stops together. But if we have something else here, it wouldn't stop here, it will still play, but we have a blank here. So that is it for video editing. These are the basics that you need, and you can actually follow these steps to actually do whatever it is that you want on any video. So now if you want to export your video, how do you export? You can just click on this one. This doesn't mean though we can this one can be outside and you can see export, but I like to put my my blue line on this. So you can click Ctrl M or go to export media, and then how do you export it? You have some settings that you have to choose. You have to, I've choose H264 before, that's why we have it here. But on your own, if that's the first time you're exporting, you won't have H264. It's automatically on something else. But H264 is the one you should choose if you want your video to be viewed on all devices. So you have to pick this H264, and it's be on high bitrate, but you might just put it on medium bitrate. You see, when it's on high bitrate, it's actually when it's on high bitrate, it's on 18 MB, and then when it's on medium bitrate, is on 5 MB. So you can come down here, this video, you can come down here to reduce the bitrate as well. If you reduce the bitrate here, it's going to reduce the quality of the video, and it's also going to reduce the size. So maybe you put it on 2, you put it on 2 here. You see it is now 3 MB, but it also reduce the quality. If I put it on 4, it will increase above 5, but also increase the quality. This 7 MB. So, but I think 3 is normal. Just put it on 3 and then click, give it a name, output name. Then you have to choose where you want your video to go to be saved at. If you don't put it here, if you don't choose where you want it to save at, and you don't rename it, it's going to save under your document. You're going to save under your document inside your Adobe setup, inside your Premiere Pro, whatever it is, and then that's where it's going to save. And it might even be hard for you to find it, but you should actually change the name, tutorial, and then choose where you want it to save. I've chosen download before, and that's why it's on download. So if you've chosen download once, you don't need to choose it again. It will automatically be going there. So click save, and this way it's showing you that it's on user evolution media downloads tutorial. So you can then click export. So it's going to export depending on how good and fast your system is. It also depend the time it's going to use to export. So now I finished exporting my video. My system is a little bit fast. So now let's go check the video that we've exported. It's on download. So this is it, tutorial. So let's play it and see what we have.
The journey of a man begins from when he is young. Video editing is a very basic skill. You need it as an entrepreneur every time, any day.
So that's it, guys, for what we have for you. So we might still give some other videos, so kindly like, share, and subscribe. I will be releasing some extended features, some extended things you can do with Adobe Premiere Pro to edit your business videos. This is Entrepreneur Hub, where I post videos of how to make money online, how to make your business go viral, marketing skills, how to create a website, and a lot of things that you will need to actually take your business to the moon. So thank you very much. See you next time.